Trump is the ultimate boss, the ultimate badass, the ultimate. He crushes his enemies under the massive weight of his balls. He smites the woke. Judges who oppose him will be torn apart by his obstinate hellhounds. Trump is my dear leader, and he is second only to God. As he has said himself, the best book ever written was the Bible, and the second best is The Art of the Deal. In fact, those are the only two books you ever have to own. Take a look at my tier list. Yep, perfect. It's no wonder he beat those impotent institutionalists, the Democrats. They can't even do anything their own commie green hair voters want. In fact, the corporate Democrats mess with the leftists so much, they wouldn't even let them have the leader they really wanted, Bernie Sanders. They fixed the election against Sanders twice, and then forced this senile guy down everyone's throat. And now they're doing everything they can to keep this Zoran Mamdani guy from winning, because he might actually do something the voters want. Don't make me laugh with your nonsense about protecting democracy. Democrats are so detestable that America would rather take their chances with a Mussolini wannabe. All the Democrats can do now is whine about how they are powerless to stop the big, scary orange man. Well, sorry, beta boys. The alphas are in town. Trump is a virile beast who thinks big and acts biggest. And if you are a weaselly little shit-lib politician who won't do anything about crime, then the National Guard is going to come knocking on your door. These domination daddies are serious enforcers of the law, and they will stand victorious against all Subway sandwich attacks. If you are a deep state lizard and try to use your sandwiches against Trump, they will find you and they will get you. Any Republican politician, like that nebbishy neocon noob Liz Cheney, who cross him, will be voted out and must sashay away. Before serving him, these Republicans must fly to his lair in Mar-a-Lago and bend the knee. The best way to bend the knee is to back him up publicly that the 2020 election was stolen. Conservative judges who would have loved to side with him had to rule against Trump because he lost by such wide margins in so many states. But who cares about that? I hate Bush, but I have to admit, he did the whole cooing the government thing a little better. But because Trump couldn't close the deal and find those votes he needed, now every emasculated bootlicker must swallow their pride and say the election was stolen. Say it. You say it too. Yeah, and you say it, bitch. You must deny reality to prove your loyalty. Bend the knee, or the dragon will burn you to a crisp. This is power, and now that he is in office, every tech oligarch and foreign leader must come before His Highness and shower him with gifts. All those companies we were calling liberal elitists a year ago are suddenly anti-woke tech bros. If they want Trump to favor them, they better alter the algorithm to fit his needs. And get those tampons out of the men's bathroom, damn it! No more gay parade sponsorships for Google and Facebook. And you Europeans better do what Daddy wants if you don't want to get spanked with tariffs. But if Trump is the ultimate badass, why does this Netanyahu dude seem even more self-confident than Trump? Why does he seem so sure that he will get everything he wants from the American ruling establishment? Why is Trump helping him with his chair? Come on, Trump. Doesn't look good. The White House has maids for that. And how does a guy like Netanyahu get people to bend the knee to him? What do politicians have to do to get in good with him? Well, first they have to go on TV and pledge their unwavering support for Israel. They must begin every statement with a condemnation of Hamas. They must lie and say Israel is a democracy. When it's an apartheid state, they must deny genocide. Every member of Congress and the Senate has a personal AIPAC handler who tells them what to say and what to vote for. Does Israel want Congress to pass laws that violate the First Amendment? That's no problem. Does it want the U.S. government to arrest its own students for telling the truth about Israel. Yes, sir. Does an America First agenda mean that the first thing the new Republican Congress should do is approve more funding for Israel? Yes, sir, master sir. What else would America spend its money on? And every time Israel attacks one of their neighbors, our politicians must cheerlead for Israel's right to defend itself. Does every local politician need to publicly pledge that the most important local issue is fighting anti-Semitism? Yes, that is the most important issue, because anti-Semites commit 90% of all subway muggings in New York. Don't you know, when Netanyahu comes to speak to Congress, he gets more bipartisan love and adoration than any U.S. president. Look at all the Democrats and Republicans lining up to kiss his ass.
What are you applauding for? Don't you know this man murders children? Don't you know? Have you no decency? How can you let this butcher dictate foreign policy? How is my country run by such evil scumbags?
After publicly declaring their subservience, Israel has a ritual their slaves must adhere to, where politicians and leaders from all over the world, but especially America, must fly to their country and take a political pilgrimage. And once they are there, they must touch the Western Wall. Come on, Trump, touch it. Yes, that's right. Show them who the tough guy is. Time to pretend you care about its religious meaning. You touch it too, and you touch it, and you touch it, and you. Your turn. Touch it now. Bend the knee. Come on, soy boy, obey the master. Your turn, soy girl. Capitulate. Your turn. I guess I'm going to have to amend my tier list. Netanyahu's Bibi My Story is the best book ever written. The Bible is second, and The Art of the Deal is third. And not just politicians. The media must obey. This is the head of the Anti-Defamation League, and he is telling you to get the story right. Don't show rubble and Palestinian victims. Your job is to start every interview with, "Do you condemn Hamas? Do you condemn Hamas?" And no matter what Israel do, bomb schools, hospitals, refugee shelters, keep pushing the story that it's Hamas's fault for using human shields. And you may never ask, do you condemn genocide? Do you condemn an apartheid state that puts people in an open-air prison where they can't even fish their own waters? How is it called a war when one side has a navy, tanks, and an air force, while the other just has some scrappy militant group that hides in tunnels? Do you condemn obliterating entire families? Do you condemn Israeli citizens in the West Bank who shoot their neighbors and steal their homes, even when these people have no connection to Hamas? No, your job as a journalist is to lie for Israel. Tell them Hamas cut off the heads of babies and commits mass assaults against women. Use neutral language when you report about a humanitarian crisis in a way that doesn't put the blame on anyone. You are Israel's propaganda machine. Your job is to lie about protesters being violent anti-Semites when they are peaceful, and many of them are Jewish. Your job is to conflate anti-Zionism with anti-Semitism. Your job is to always get the Israeli perspective. And on the rare occasion you would interview a Palestinian, just ask them why they are such horrible terrorists. Yes, that's your job, CNN. Come on, Dana Bash. Fight for Israel. Don't ask follow-up questions when you interview an Israeli who is obviously lying. If anyone would dare call this a genocide, then push back hard and tell everyone to never forget October 7th. And when you find out that Israel have ended the lives over 200 of your fellow journalists, don't make a big deal about it. Hey, MSNBC, I know you like to make a big point about supporting diversity, but these diverse journalists are pro-Palestine. You have to fire their asses. Fire him, and him, and him. Oh, but this will reveal that you're actually racist? That's fine. Diversity is less important than making Israel happy, and you still have a queer woman who will say whatever Israel wants. And Stephen Colbert, that guy who doesn't support Israel, is scary. You must ask him to assure your liberal audience that he and the Palestinian supporters won't be violent. because of course anyone who wants freedom for Palestine must be dangerous. And Fox, when you're not making old conservatives scared of immigrants, you have to make them scared of Arabs and Muslims who come from a backward culture. Make them scared and smear those leftists who are risking their careers by protesting as being privileged rich kids. And you too, BBC, suppress documentaries about the atrocities in Gaza and grill aid workers who try to tell you what's going on. And I could go on and on and on about the newspapers, news websites, so-called alternative media on YouTube. They all serve their master Israel. That means Hollywood too. I mean, it goes way back. From movies like Exodus, about the righteous founding of Israel by white Europeans who get a kick out of wiping out the indigenous population, to Chuck Norris movies like The Delta Force that stress that Israel is America's greatest ally in the region and is of such strategic importance to us. Did you know Chuck Norris even did a campaign commercial for Netanyahu? And all their depictions of Arabs as hot-blooded terrorists. Look at that terrorist, and that one, and that one. Are there any Arabs who aren't terrorists? And what really takes the cake is World War Z. It stars Brad Pitt, who I hear is a liberal. In the movie, the last bastion of human society is holed up in Israel, surrounded by a massive wall. It is a clear analogy for the need of an apartheid state to keep out the Arabic masses. Then hordes of evil zombies attack. This is a cautionary tale of what will happen if Israel is not allowed to defend itself. It's practically a documentary about October 7th. Look at those zombie terrorists go. I've dedicated my life to protecting children. That's why I get so pissed at those libtards who are trying to trans the kids. I mean, transgenderism isn't even real. It's something academics just made up, and they're forcing it on our kids. And drag queen story hour. I mean, if a conservatively dressed drag queen reads stories to kids and makes lame puns about dragons, then they will be scarred for life. RuPaul's Drag Race has been a mainstream TV show watched by teenagers for like 15 years. But all of a sudden, I think we need to ban all drag shows before they indoctrinate our children. And if there's one thing that makes me reach for my rifles, it's when I think of children being hurt. There is a huge cabal of pedos out, and most of the traffickers are liberal elitists. And I just hate them so much and will go to the ends of the earth to protect them, because God's children are not for sale. That's why Israel dispatching hundreds of thousands of junior terrorists is necessary, because those children would all grow up to be Hamas. Hell, they were born with the original sin of being Hamas, and Hamas decapitate crib crawlers. So the only way to protect the babies that these future terrorists would slice and dice is to delete them while they're still small. But bombs cost a lot of money. You could save some by just not letting them eat. If they don't eat, then they will delete. And if any dismembered children get sent to America, they need to be sent right back. Giving these children medical care would be a national security risk and is unacceptable. Yes, my loyalty to Israel is so unwavering, so fixed and pure, that I believe this is the right thing to do. Israel are our best friends, and you have to protect your friends. That's why I have been told we need to protect Israelis who are friends of the playground. Dozens of Jewish playground lurkers have used their right of return to Israel to escape prosecution for diddling minors. And there are thousands more guilty of the same crime who roam Israel, free men. And the most famous pedo of all, Jeffrey Epstein, was likely running a blackmail ring for the CIA and the Mossad. I mean, we MAGA want nothing more than to burn the people on that list. And maybe that list wouldn't even exist if not for Israel. Recently in Las Vegas, the police were running a to-catch-a-predator-type undercover sting to nab people who were trying to set up liaisons with girls on the internet. One of the guys they caught is a high-level executive in the Netanyahu administration. He's the head of their National Cyber Directorate. And after they busted him, he told them who he was and that he needed to catch a plane back to Israel. And they said, okay, and he flew back, and that's that. He's never going to face charges. American police will let predators go if they work for Israel, which church apparently is a safe haven for these creatures. And, well, I'm okay with that. That's fine. Oh no, Israel. Oh no! Starving brown kids is one thing, but diddling white American kids? Now you're trying my patience, Israel. This is something I cannot abide. Oh man, what dark evil do I support? Oh Lord up in heaven, I'm having a hard time double-thinking this one. I have become enveloped in darkness. A monster from the sewer is reaching up and swallowing American innocence whole. God forgive me, I know not what I do. I'm madder than a porcupine at a balloon factory at what's happening in the world today, but I'm as pleased as Punch that you just watched this video. Please like, subscribe to the channel, and click the link for the next one. Nuff said.